What's up, YouTube? This is Kadito HD Gaming coming at you with a Rainbow Six Siege X wishlist. Let's get started. So, first thing on the topic is I don't know if anyone else is in the same boat with me, but with the rewards that they're giving out for the players that have been playing this game for so long and the badges, I should get the badge for playing since year one and the rewards since year one. The only downside is I had issues in the past with my accounts being compromised, and I made a new account and then linked my PlayStation account to my Ubisoft Connect account. And because of that, am I going to be able to get year one stuff still or not? Even though I have proof that I've been playing since year one, will I get my stuff or not? That's the question. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in that boat, sadly. So, but off that topic, let's get started on the wish list. First item on the wish list, night maps need to come back. With them overhauling graphics, lighting, audio, everything in the book, basically, I think night maps need to come back. Do they need to come back right away? Probably not. I say they should come back before the end of year 10, in my opinion, would be nice. Will it happen? Who knows? That's why this is a wish list. I hope we get better servers, and while also with better servers, I hope we get better ticks for those servers. And when I also say this, it's because ever since crossplay has been introduced to this game, the servers are kind of really bad. Before crossplay was a thing on Rainbow, I played average ping of literally 80 and lower anywhere in the United States. Now, on East Coast and West Coast, I play at like 120, 100 to 120. Sometimes it's lower than that, but on average, it's between 100 and 120 on East Coast and West Coast. Now, there are two East Coast and two West Coast servers. There's one East Coast where I'm able to play at like 88, and the other one I'm at like basically 120. West Coast, I've only played on one West Coast, I think. I don't think I've played on two types of West Coast servers. And I've played on West Coast maybe like 5 times in the last like 7 years. I don't have any friends on the West Coast, so I don't really get put in those lobbies. So, but my highest ping on the West Coast that I've seen is about 110. The lowest is about 79. And the thing is those used to not be like that back before the crossplay. My highest ping was West Coast 88 in the whole United States, while my highest ping also in the East Coast was about a 60 to 70. Now I have to play in Central or South Central, but South Central is my home area, home server, while Central is like servers I get quite a bit since I'm so close to Central too. And kind of sucks, but I think it's because we need new servers, in my opinion. I could be wrong with that because I don't know all the knowledge around that. But I think servers would be a nice upgrade by now, especially with with the whole new Ubisoft and Tencent deal going on. They could make so much things better in Rainbow. My next list will be you go to play and you go to training. I think they need to expand on the operation specialties. With the game going free to play, I think operation specialty expanding would help out new players, but also give veteran players a way to earn a small amount of renown and get more boosters. And I think they could add like maybe some for mastering your operator specialties challenges. They can give you like a headgear or uniform. That would be nice, or a weapon skin. That would be cool in my opinion. And then you can go based off that, and that would be nice. Another thing I would like to see in Rainbow Six Siege as a whole is shotguns being able to get a barrel attachment in general. So not every shotgun can use suppressor, only certain ones. And then I also think shotguns should be able to get to the buck shotguns that use buck ammunition and not slug should be able to get to use a choke to make the bullet spread tighter. But with that, it kind of treats it as a slug at the same time for balancing purposes, so you can't just hip fire. Because if your pellet spread gets smaller because of the choke, you're more likely gonna one tap up close if you hip fire. And the hip fire hits on perfect. Now for a balancing way for that is you get a very small, I guess, reticle. I would say it would take balancing for sure. I would also hope with all the new stuff coming, we will stop getting these bugs that I really despise. I hate when I play Thermite sometimes and I blow the wall and the wall doesn't blow. That needs to be fixed, like ASAP. And hopefully with CJX it is fixed. Just like a lot of other bugs. Another thing I would like to see is more events per season. I think it's about time we get 2 events per season now. With the fact that we get less content per season. But I don't know how Siege X roadmap is looking like, so I can't 100% judge off that. Because we, in theory, could be getting a new weapon for each new operator that comes out now. But I think they're not going to stick with bringing out 3 or 4 new ops. I think it's going to be like 2 new ops, or even 1 new op, and then a bunch of reworks or slash remasters. We could be getting stuff like that. Who knows what's going to exactly happen. But I also will like to have a esport, like the esports tab that we did see in the panel, the reveal panel. I hope will allow us to have like our Twitch account connected to the game itself, so we can watch those games while getting our Twitch drops while being on the game itself. And no, you don't have to be playing the game or nothing. It's just so you don't have to go on your phone or something. You could just watch it straight from your console. And to not have to be on Twitch itself. You can be on the game itself. And that'd be cool. I'd also like to see some type of community matchmaking system. And what I mean by that is you can go to a community tab and try to find players that are looking for players to play. That would be nice to see. What else I would like to see is this tab that you see in our wrong button in our career tab, coming soon for the statistics. I hope it tells in depth, like assist, kills, kills on site, kills off site, your best maps, your worst maps, your worst sites, your best sites. You know, go in depth on your statistics to know what maps you're good at, what you would want to ban more often, what operators you're really good at, and all that stuff. Go into depth on all that, and also allow everybody to look at stats. I understand the whole reason why you can't see people's ranks, the whole reason you can't see a lot of stats and stuff unless you're grouped up with those people is because the fact that they're probably trying to stop bullying and other things around those lines. But I think it is a competitive shooter. It is ranked. And I think it's about time that I should be able to be seeing who I'm playing with. And also with how the rank system is now, I can't see a person's hidden MMR. I can just see what their rank is for this season. Well, with that case, I can't judge if my teammate's going to be good or not, because they could have a 1.4 KD but have like a zero point 0.6 win loss, or have a 1.4 win loss but a zero point 0.6 KD, and I still won't know if they're good at the game or not, because the KD could be literally fluctuated off of baiting, or that KD that's negative could be fluctuated because they were always put in a bad situation, but they won games because teammates were either baiting them or they were just put in a bad situation. Now, yes, some of that has to do with the players, some of it doesn't. Because at the end of the game, this is a 5v5. It's not I versus you. It's 5 players versus 5 players. So with all that into consideration, it would be nice to start being able to see stuff like that. That's just my belief. Other than that, I would like to see more crossover events, but more realistic ones. I'm not a big fan of going Fortnite status or Call of Duty status with some of these crossovers. Like, for instance, let's get into this real quick. You know what? It's easy. Hey, Bucko, what are you doing? You're not going in there. Every time I let you guys in that closet, you guys mess with something. I understand you want to lay in there, but you can't. You guys always make a mess. Sorry about that. So if we go to bundles, like the Deimos Black Noir, I don't mind. It's basically a blacked out suit, cool, nothing too fashy. I said fashy, flashy. But this bundle, oh no, that's this one. This one, I mean, I'm not a really a fan of. I'm just not. Too colorful, blood everywhere, eyes are red. I'm just not a fan of it. Skins like Payday, that's fine. They're a little flashy, but they're not on a level of fucking unrealistic. I mean, yeah, you're wearing robber stuff in a as you're playing a counter terrorism person, which is weird. But yeah, another thing that I would like to point out, which is probably at the very damn bottom of the fucking goddamn thing. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Rick and Morty skins. That's another example. Okay, well I'm back now. Sorry about that. Um, and these skins down here, I mean, I'm not a big fan of these either, but I don't mind them being in here. I just hope we don't get skins like this constantly in the future. I hope we see more of a tactical vibe like we did recently with the event that just went by. It was more tactical type skins. But other than that, I'm trying to think of other things for this wish list. Oh yeah, I would like to see streamer mode for console. That I would like to see. I'd also like to see um the more colors to come in for your accessibility settings for optic colors. Maybe not. Optic colors are fine, but I would like to see maybe like team colors. I don't mind playing with blue and orange or blue and red. I don't mind it, but some people do. I wouldn't mind seeing that change up though. I really wouldn't. I would like to see here, let's see real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay. What I wouldn't mind seeing, if we could possibly get in the future at some point, is when you go to your weaponry, I wouldn't do this with ACOG, but like for your red dots, you know, say you want to use red dot C, but you want the reflex, not reflex, but the reticle from red dot B in your red dot. I think you should be able to transfer red dots or hollows or reflexes between each other. Now, if you want a reflex sight on a red dot, if you want the reflex reticle on the red dot, no, that can't happen. But like switching between the red dots, like maybe I want the housing of red dot B, but I want a regular dot from A or C. And for hollow B, maybe I want hollow B, but I want the reticle from hollow A. Or maybe I want the reticle from hollow C, but have hollow B or hollow A. You know, something like that would be cool. Just same thing goes for reflex. Maybe you there's a lot of people that like the reticle for reflex B, but they would prefer something like reflex C or A. I'm not even gonna talk about hollow D. Out of every site in this game, I think hollow D is the worst. Like hands down. Now I will not. I think doing the magnified scopes is a no-no. Just because the fact that if you were to put like magnify B on the magnify A, that would break magnify A. Magnify A would literally probably be the most played scope, just because you get literally a thin line like what's in the original ACOG on a super small scope, and I think that would just be broken in balancing ways. But at the very moment, I don't think I've covered everything, but I think I've covered what I can think of at the very moment. So until I actually play this game more and actually think on what we more can hope to see in this game, I'll make another video. But this is what I'm hoping for at the very moment, and what I can think about on the top of my head for not playing this game for almost a month. So this is Kidito HD Gaming signing off. I hope you guys like it, enjoyed, and see you guys next time.